Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, so I did it. Today is the day I am on both platforms. I'm on YouTube and I am on Instagram today. So let me know if the quality of the video is good. I look a little pale in my video, but let me know if you are receiving me pale on YouTube. Let me know, let me know, let me know. Good morning, everybody in the room. Good morning. Good morning, Sandra. Good morning, Tiffany. Good morning, Crystal. Good morning, Betty Rose. Good morning, Miss Lois. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning, Benita. Good morning, Kay. Hey, Kay. Happy Tuesday. Good morning, Tanya. Tanya done with her walk already. Yes. Good morning, cousin. Good morning, everybody. Everybody already put that they're blessed in the chat. So you already know what to do. Put on blessed, put on blessed, put on blessed in the chat. Hello, everybody on Instagram. Hello, Smelly Turtle. How are you doing? Ray, right? Hello, Tina. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, LaShawn. Good morning. Good morning, Z. Let's get it. Let's go. How's everybody doing this amazing morning? Tanya, why are you on both platforms? All right, this is a little bit confusing. I may not stay like this because I'm just gonna have to focus on one. I'm gonna have to focus just on one because I can't be on both and read the comments on both. But just in case for the people on Instagram, you guys don't get to see Coffee with Nikki anymore. So if you want to join us over on YouTube. And I'm gonna stay here, but I'm gonna talk directly into YouTube and we're gonna see how this works. If it works, then we'll do this every morning. If it doesn't, we tried, right? It's hard, right? Yeah, it is. Because I'm trying to look in both places. I mean, they're both right here, but it's a little difficult. And I'm looking down for the comments. Good morning, good morning, good morning. One more time, Edible Gems. Let me put this in my notes. I know you told me and I forgot. Edible Gems. One more time for the one time. I wanted to make sure you look great. Oh, thank you. Tanya, I love you, girl. And thank you. Yes, yes, yes. Good morning, Janae. Good morning, Apple Green. Good morning. One more time, edibles. You can do it. I'm going to focus. I'm going to focus. I am going to focus. So today we are going to be discussing content. And so a lot of you guys were saying that you struggled, especially in the GIST group. You guys were saying that you were struggling with your content. And so we are going to work on your content. Yes, yes, and yes. Yes, yes, and yes, you can do it. Just glance over and take a few seconds. I do IG and Facebook. I got you. I got you. Sade, Sade, Sade. And because I know I said for Sade, right? Sade. Half of Edible Gems. Oh, okay. Is your partner coming in or she's here? Thank you. Well, yes, 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 and welcome. All right. So here we go. Do you struggle with your content? Put a 1 in the chat. Are you struggling with your content? You don't know what to post. You don't know what to say. You don't know who you're speaking to. Do you struggle with your content? Put 1s in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you're struggling. Hey, Laura. All right, we got some 1s going. All right. I'm really close up, y'all, right? I'm so close up to myself. Let me move. I'm getting even closer. 1s in the chat if you are struggling with your content. 1s, 1s, 1s. Okay, so for everybody who put a 1 in the chat, why do you think that you're struggling with your content? Why do you think you're struggling with your content? Put it in the chat. Hello, Paul Rowland. Why do you think you're struggling with your content? And just you on a personal, like when you figure out I'm going to post something, you're like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what I should be doing. I don't know if people are going to like it. Like what is the problem? Good morning, Tracy. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Everybody, you already know what to do when you walk in the room. Please hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up or hit the love. I know there's a love somewhere on YouTube, and I get it on StreamYard. I don't know how it happens, but you guys put it up there. Is it Satia or Cydia? Or I might be wrong on both. At work now. She'll be joining on these calls too. Awesome, awesome, awesome. What's your handle on IG? I'm sure the ladies here will like and support. Yeah, facts, 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 facts. I don't know what to say. Got you. Are we still doing Kesha? I did her yesterday. Are we doing Dante? Dante. Photo, captions, and angles. Okay. Photos, captions, and angles. Okay. What else? What are you struggling with your captions? I mean, with your captions, with your content. What are you struggling with your content? Please put it in the chat. Photos, captions, and angles. Honestly, I don't know what to do. Okay. Let's go. Let's put it in the chat. What do you struggle with when it comes to posting content? What do you struggle with? Post in the chat. This live is going to be more interactive. I need you guys to engage. And the reason why I want you guys to engage in this content is because I want you guys to figure out what it is. Instead of me giving you more and more and more and more and more information, I want you to make sure that you are, seeing what the problem is and working to solve it, right? Because if you see it, let's fix it. I gave up on Instagram and you are the only one who liked my post, LOL. Ever since they deleted my original Instagram with 9,000 followers, I don't care. I don't care of the gram anymore. Okay, so you don't care about the gram anymore. Okay, so where are you? What social media platform are you using? Instagram just wants money. I don't see it for them. Okay, got you. So what platform are you using, Tina? Love your makeup. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What platform are you using? I only got a few people who said they who gave me the actual reason why they struggle with content, but there was a whole lot more ones. So what is it that you are struggling with on your content? TikTok. Okay, so is TikTok doing well for you, Tina? All right. So while I wait for the reasons why people are struggling with their content, I also want to know, do you know who you're speaking to? We say this all the time. Do you know who you are speaking to? By now, you should know. But if you still don't know, put a 2 in the chat. 2, I still don't know who I'm talking to. I'm struggling with who I'm speaking to. I put a 1 in the chat if you know exactly who your customer is. I'm just raggedy with doing the lives, but Kay holds me to them. It's me. It's not anything else. So I'm doing more. Just doing more. Got you. Got you. Got you. Got you. And it's not only just lives, like all of it, right? Not just the lives, also your reels, also carousels, also just content and your stories. I don't know what to say. Got you. Got you. Okay, so we got some people here know who they're speaking to. So far, everybody knows who they're speaking to so far. They give you who your customers are. It's younger people and women. If that's not who you made your product for, then you may be struggling with that. All right, so how to connect with my customers, like how to get personal with them, how to get them to know me without being on camera. Sorry, babes. I'm going to start doing more voiceovers to try to make a connection with them. Okay. I am planning to use YouTube, IG, Pinterest, and we plan to launch during Gemini season. Got you. We are also a new brand, and I'm struggling to build an awareness strategy for the brands in our new product line. Got you. Got you, got you, got you. All right, so what I'm gonna do so I can completely focus, because my Instagram ain't popping, we're gonna turn that one off. I should actually be on that camera because I think my video is better on that camera, but we're gonna do what it do. Struggling with lives also, okay. Let's go. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat what you're struggling with. And also, anybody who watched me yesterday or previously, is the video better or worse today? Because I'm using a different device. So just let me know if the video is worse or better, because I'm about to switch over. Because I look a little washed out here, but I don't know if I look washed out to y'all. I never really posted before starting the business, and when I go to post, I have a case of imposter syndrome. Got you. Oh, it's better here. All right. Good morning, Miss Seltra. Good morning. You look better here. Okay. All right. So I'm going to discard that. All right. So we are going to only, because I couldn't. It's not my blessing. All right. Here we go. I feel better. I feel better already. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. The video looks very clear. Okay. Thank you. Better. Okay. I'm definitely afraid to do lives, but I know it's imperative. Yes, yes, yes. VC3, give me your name one more time. So I have Sade, and I think is it Amila? VC3. One more time. One more time. I just found my target customer in real life. I started making a list of all the things they are into and what they like and don't like. Yes, princess. Got it. Good morning, Linda. Good morning. Good morning. All right. So this is what you need to know, right? I always say you need to know who you are, what you do, and who you serve, right? The company, what you do, and who you serve, right? So who you are, what's your product, and who's your customer? You need to know that. Does everybody know that? Who you are, what you do, and who you serve. Does everybody have that? Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. Who you are, what you do, and who you serve. You need to know that. That is your quick 1-2. So customers are not the same online. Okay. All right, so we look like a couple of people have that together. How many people got it together? How many people got it together? Today's the 7th. We just had a little activity session building out our target customer using a workbook. Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so this will be knowing who your customer is going to make it a whole lot easier for you to produce content, because when you're producing the content, you're speaking directly to them, right? So you're not just speaking to everybody in general. You're making your conversation is going to be directed to them. So if you are talking to busy moms, you're going to say everything that you're going to talk about has everything to do with being a busy mom. Now, all of us in here together, what would some things be that busy moms struggle with? And just throw them out real quick. Just throw them out real quick. If you are a busy mom, you struggle with what? And then your product is the solution for that, right? So what would a busy mom be struggling with? What feelings would she have? A busy mom. A busy mom. What would she have? I don't know whose target market that is, but I'm just giving you ideas. A busy mom, okay? Time management, time alone, sanity, time is major, right? And so time management, self-care, balance, yes, 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 frustration, yes. Come on, bring them, bring them, bring them, bring them. Now I want you guys to take note to what we're saying, because you want to make sure that you're pulling that emotion out of your own customer, right? Out of your own target market, out of your own avatar, if that works better for you, right? You want to make sure that you are pulling those emotions from them, because you're going to be speaking directly to them. Like, are you a mother that's overwhelmed? Busy moms that are overwhelmed, look here. Or, you know what I'm saying? That's where you want to start. That's how you want to speak to them. Time for yourself, exhausted, finding balance, anxiety, running all day, etc. Self-care, that's simple. Absolutely. Stress, anxiety. Now you're going to take your content and wrap it around these things that they're struggling with, right? Because your problem, your solution presents the answers to their problem, right? Your solution presents the answers to their problem, right? So you're going to be talking to them like this, right? You could say, when you've been at your kid's school all day, but you know you got to focus on yourself, or you need some me time. When you've been at the office all day, but you know you need to take a second for your sanity. When you've been, you know, you want to speak on that level. The reason why you're struggling with what to say in your content is because you're just putting out product, you're just putting out content, and you're not really talking to your customer. And so it's making a harder time for you to connect with people, because people are not, your people are not finding you. Your people are not finding you, right? So we have a busy mom, and these are all of her frustrations. So how can you word it to make your whatever you're offering a solution to them, right? It doesn't even have to be your product. It can be just, you could teach them a 5-second meditation that'll help them to relax and go back into the office, right? Because when you give them something for free, when you're not just selling and throwing products down their throat, they're going to open up and they're going to listen to you more, because then they're going to say, yes, that helped me. Oh man, that 5-minute meditation or that affirmation really helped me throughout my day. Or I had to say this affirmation before I went into this busy meeting, or I had to do this thing before I did that, so it helped me. So not only are you selling your product, but you're also selling different solutions. Maybe something worked for you that you want to share with somebody else. Are you a busy mom? I know exactly how you feel. I'm a busy full-time mom. I have 2 kids in sports. I'm on one side of town and the other side of the town. And let me tell you, I'm all over the place. So when I feel like I'm all over the place and I'm out of control, this is what I do for myself. This is how I bring myself back, or this is how I give myself some sanity. This is how I release some of the stress. This is what I do. Oh, if you pack lunches before, because you know that you have a full-time job and you're working and your kids are out in sports and your kids don't come home, and you know that your kids are going to be hungry and you don't feel like cooking when you come home, and you don't want to get fast food, but you'll bring maybe you're bringing their lunch or their dinner in the cooler, because maybe you made sandwiches and you know you have chips and juices and fruit and stuff like that, just so that they can have some energy, and you take that with you, right? But you telling your customers, you know, you giving them solution. No, you're not just throwing your product down their throat, but you're also saying, I know what it's like to be a busy mom. Because if that's your target market, you're going to always just talk about being busy. There's so many categories and so many subjects that you could talk about when you're talking about being busy, right? There's so many things. She could be busy from work. She could be busy because she's an at-home mom. She could be busy because she's working 2 jobs. She could be busy because she's in school and she's working. She could be busy because she's, you know, she could be busy on so many different levels. But there's so many things that you could touch on in order for you to touch that person, right? And so when you're offering up solutions for them, when you're giving them ideas of what they can do to manage their time better, because somebody said time management, so you're giving them ideas to manage their time better, they're going to listen to you more. Like, oh yeah, that thing worked. Oh yeah, if I put it on the schedule, I leave 5 minutes before this and I do this. Oh yeah, that works. So you're not only selling a product, but you're also still selling a solution, even though it's not a product up front, but it will in turn turn into a customer. It'll in turn turn into a sale. Yes, yes, and yes, you guys understand what I'm saying? Put a 2 if you don't understand, put a 1 if you do. Put a 1 if you do. Love that. Building intersections on pain points. Yes, 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 yes. We need self-care that is convenient, simple, and quick that we can add throughout our day. And so you have that whole, Tiffany, you have this whole thing. Let's put that on the screen real quick. You have this whole thing, right? So besides taking a shower, besides taking a bath, besides lighting the candle, how can she practice safe care that's convenient, that's simple, and she can add it throughout her day? What could she do? Right? That's not taking a shower. That this could be at the end of your day. You could take a shower, relax and unwind. In the beginning of your day, you could relax and unwind. But what is she doing to keep her sanity throughout the day? Right? And you have a plethora of things, right? Because you are an at-home mom. You are taking care of kids. You are taking the kids back and forth and doing things with the kids and cooking dinner and taking care of your husband and doing. You are that person, right? So you know the things that you struggle with at home. You know ways to overcome these things. You know little simple tricks and tips and hacks that you could cook dinner quickly or whatever. You know these things. Share that with your person because they are going to need that too, right? And that will always give you content. You a busy mom every single day. You forever have content, right? You forever have content. The 1 hour method. Okay. Let me see. Thank you, Latrice. I really need this right now. Let me see. Love that. Let me see. Did I miss something? No. Okay. I'm good. I'm caught up. 1 hour to do what you want for self-care. And even if you do that, what can you do? What suggestions would you have for an hour? How can you maximize on your hour? What can you do in an hour? Don't do this if you want. And then you want to also say things like that. Don't do this if you want to, or make sure you do this if you want to, right? So if you want to take time for yourself, make room, make time for the day, right? How to make time for the day. Figure that out and write and incorporate that into your content. Incorporate that into your content. Let's say, okay, so we're out of busy moms right now, right? Let's say your person is, somebody give me something. Good morning, Connie. Good morning. I mean, Latanya. What else? What else could your person be struggling with? Or what, not what else your person could be struggling with. Who's your person? Somebody tell me who your person is. Mine, makeup artists. Mine, people who love makeup, people who love beauty, people who love skincare, right? Those are my people. So when I'm speaking to them, I'm speaking like, are you tired of multi-step routines for your facial routine? I only use 2 steps. And what I do when I say I only use 2 steps, I show me using my 2 steps every day or every other day. And if it's not every other day, you see it within that week. You see me washing my face. You see me washing my face and applying my serum. And now, since I've added on my moisturizing makeup remover, you see me removing my makeup, because you need to know that my product works, and you need to know that my product works quickly, right? And so that is what you're going to be doing. And so you're providing that proof so that they can know, like, and trust you. They're not going to trust you if you're saying use this product, but you don't use it. They're not going to trust you to try this thing if you don't try it and you don't even know. How many times do you listen to somebody who act like they know your situation, but when they start talking, they really don't understand your situation, right? And so you just don't believe them anymore. So then you just write them off like, that's cap. Like, who you stunting for? Like, why are you lying? Like, why are you acting like you know my story to relate to me? Don't act like you know my story. Just act like yourself. You know what I'm saying? And so your customers are saying the same thing. Your customers want to know that you see them, right? You see them. We see each other. I know exactly what you're going through, sis. I know exactly what's going on right now. I know exactly how it is to run a busy household. I know exactly how it is to try to get your makeup done in 15 minutes and still go out and go to work and take on a day. I know exactly what you need to do, right? And so that is how you are going to start developing your content. You're going to think about your content like, what is my person doing? What is my person struggling with? How can I make her day better? How can I make this how can I make this thing great for her? Either if it's my product, or if it's a technique, if it's a DIY, if it's me answering a question, is it me just showing up? Maybe she needs my affirmations. Maybe she needs my well wishes. Maybe she needs me to pray for her. Maybe she needs me, like, what your person needs, you are delivering. Yes, yes, and yes, everybody. Put it in the chat. Yes, yes, and yes. I made my products for older people, but since I am on TikTok, the younger people bought from me. I decided to change who I sold to. Older people, older people later come. Later came. Okay, later came. Okay, got you. Got you, got you, got you. So again, you want to make sure you're speaking to your people. 35 to 30, 25 to 34 years old working ladies. Okay. What else about them, Lois? You got to go a little deeper. You got to know a little bit more. You got to know a little bit more about them. It should be very clear. You're speaking to blank women that are working ladies that are 25 to 34 who have what? Who have what? What's the problem? And they want more what? Do they want more time? Do they want more freedom? Do they want more love? Do they want more children? Do they want what do they want? What do they want? I am speaking to blank. And that's your target person, right? I'm speaking to who have what, and they want more what? Yes, 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 and yes, yes. Okay, I do like the younger people. They do reviews for free and they interact with you more and send in before and after pics. Older people don't really interact with you. Got you. Well, it's because it's the messaging. But if you found that the younger people work for you, then do it. But if your products are for mature skin, aging, wrinkles, frown lines, brightening, toning. If your products are for those, then I mean, you can work with the younger people, but if that's what if the magic is in the mature skin, you are going to have to figure out how to speak to them. You're going to have to meet them where they are. Give them some incentive to leave you a review. Give them some incentive to come back. Let them know. Show them what's going on. Show them tips. Show them the before and afters. Show them the transformations. You have to show reviews. Those type of things are going to get people more into the know, like, and trust factor. They're going to believe what you have, right? And so people don't do the thing that you want them to do because they're not sold on it yet. People don't do the things that you want them to do because they're not sold on it yet. You haven't communicated it well. So that just gives you an opportunity to figure out, how can I communicate better to my target audience, because I'm missing the mark somewhere. And it's not a good or a bad thing, right? I'm just missing the mark. I just got to get more creative about how I'm approaching this situation. I need to get more creative on how I'm approaching my target market. I need to get more creative on the messaging that I'm sending out there, because maybe it's not working. I'm gonna tell you right now, I have a friend on TikTok, and she was one of my friends when I started doing YouTube, because I came from the makeup community a long time ago, over 12 years ago, in the makeup community on YouTube, right? And so I have a friend who was with me when we did it, right? And so she stopped doing makeup for a while, but she is a makeup artist in Canada. And so she found her niche on TikTok. Yes, what she was doing on YouTube, it wasn't, the views, the algorithm started getting weird and wonky, and then people just started not doing YouTube anymore. We just started falling off, like, we're not doing YouTube anymore, right? And so we started expanding into other platforms. But then she found her way in on TikTok, and she has a huge following on TikTok, and it's all for women that are over 40. It is all for women who have mature skin. Yes, she does have younger customers, but her target is for women who are older. Yes, she still helps younger women, but she is always talking about her skin, how products work on her skin, what not to use on mature skin, because this may happen. And she educates women on the products that they should use, and women are really open and receptive to her because she is talking to them where they are. And so her following is mostly women over 40. Yes, she has some young people in there, but her following is mostly women over 40. We're not doing the same kind of makeup we used to do back in the day when we used to do it. We were doing bright neons, cut creases, and all of that. As a woman over 40, where are you going with those colors? You're not going out in the street in neon colors. I'm not going outside in crazy makeup like I would go out to go into the club like before when I was doing makeup. I'm not doing that anymore, right? And so I need to speak to my people the way that where I need to meet them at, right? Because that's just where they are. I'm not going out with one neon green eye and one neon pink eye and high eyebrows and super long lashes and all these, bright colors. I'm not going out like that anymore. Now what I look like is very subtle. Now when I do my makeup, it's very subtle. It's for the everyday woman. It's for the woman who have like 15-20 minutes to get her face together and get out the house, right? And that's what I present. And so if that's what you present in your branding, then the people will come to you. Yes, the younger people are going to show their results and everything, and that works, and that's amazing, right? But if that's not who you really want, don't just change because that's who started buying your products. Because if your product is for those women, then you want to make sure that they get it because they need it. And if you don't give it to them, they may miss out. So you got to make sure that you get that product in front of them women because they need you. And you need to let them know they need you. Do you have a problem with dark circles under your eye? Do you have a problem with hyperpigmentation due to aging? I got the perfect product for you. You could do A, B, and C. You could even tell them you could use turmeric and da 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 and da 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 and put that on for 10 minutes. Like give them a little DIY and ask them later, how did that make your skin feel? Or did anybody try that method that I showed you that's going to help you to decrease your hyperpigmentation or blah, 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 blah. That is how you approach your customers because now you're speaking to them on their level. Now you're giving them solutions to things that they are concerned about. They're worrying about this every day. I'm worried about my hyperpigmentation. I'm worried about these wrinkles. I'm worried about my frown lines. I'm worried about my mascara not what mascara is best for women over 40 or who if your eyelashes are falling out, what I should be doing so that I could have strong, beautiful eyelashes or whatever. You know what I'm saying? What can I do to prep my lips? If you got a lip balm or something like that, what could I do to prep my lips before I put on a matte lipstick? Or what could I do before I put on? And women, okay, so let's say women over 40 should not be wearing sparkly eyeshadow. Why shouldn't they wear sparkly eyeshadow? Oh, because it does A, B, C, D, 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 D. What you could do is and give them a solution, right? But it's not about you just throwing the product down their throat. Now you're offering different things that they can do. They're doing their makeup every day. So now they're like, oh, when I do my makeup, I'm going to use a matte powder instead of doing my whole lid sparkly. Maybe I'm just going to add sparkle right in the center of my eye, and that's going to brighten up my eye. You know what I'm saying? So you give them solutions to their problems. Yes, yes, and yes, everybody. Is everybody clear with what I'm saying? Should I just forget about older people? Not if you have bomb products, Tina. If you know that your products are bomb, absolutely not. I would not let go of that market. I would focus on that market and still talk to the younger people when they come in. Because did you change your products for the younger people to purchase them, or were they your products that you already had? That's for you, Tina. That's for you. 35 to 55 women that enjoy high-end self-care. They are into unique scents, busy women in the workforce, or stay-at-home moms that enjoy convenient ways of self-care that are more unique. And so you need to get you a book out and start writing those ways down. How do you escape? What is going on in your household? How are you managing? How many kids you have under 4? How are you managing that? Right? How are you doing? Are you going crazy? Are the kids running around going crazy while you trying to work? Are the kids running around while you trying to cook dinner? Or you trying to just get a mental break? Like what's going on in your household? Right? Use all of that, because if that's who you are, use your experience to help somebody else along their way. Right? I tell you that all the time. Everything that we go through in life is not just about us. It's also to help others to get through what they have what they're going through right now. Maybe they're in a dark time. Maybe you got yourself out of the dark time. Maybe you're still struggling in that dark time. What are you doing that is helping you? What are you doing that gives you that moment of clarity? What are you doing that's helping you, that helped you get out of that dark spot? Right? So you could say, I'm speaking to women who have been struggling with whatever the thing is that they've been struggling with. I know it's really hard for you to take a moment for yourself and for you to collect your thoughts because you may struggle with triggers. This is usually what I do when I get triggered. You don't necessarily have to speak on an experience, but you could just, people are triggered. People know they get triggered in certain events, right? And so you could say that. Right? This is what helps me when I get triggered. Or maybe this is what I say when I get triggered. This brings me comfort. You know what I'm saying? You could just say, you could start with an affirmation of the day. To my sisters, I see you, or I know you're struggling, but this is happening. I know you think there's no way out, but there is. And let me tell you what I use. I use this affirmation. I say this prayer. I say this thing to myself. I speak to myself in the mirror. This is how I speak to myself in the mirror. I make sure that I write this down. I make sure I have a gratitude journal. Do you have a gratitude journal? Like, you have so many ways to communicate with your people if you think outside of the box of just posting. Think outside of just posting. Think outside of just your products and what to say about your products. Think outside of that now, because now you're trying to get into the customer's head. Now you're trying to let them know we are family. Don't feel ashamed. I'm here with you. We are your people. This is your tribe over here. This is your community over here. Don't feel like you left out, because, and this is why my friend started her YouTube channel, because women over 40 were left out of the beauty industry. Right? So whenever they had a beauty product, they always focused on the younger people. They never really showed older people. And if they did, it was an afterthought. And so my friend was really tired of doing that. She was really tired. And this is how you end up finding your niche, because it's a problem that you think that nobody else has. And then you start focusing on it. And you start seeing there's so many women in the world, or there's so many men in the world, or there's so many kids, teens, whatever in the world that is struggling with that thing. And so if they're struggling with that thing, and they're struggling with it, there's more people, and then you build community around that, right? And so she was tired of seeing the younger people representing skincare and beauty, and she's like, wait a minute, but what about us? What about the people who loved makeup when they were younger, but now they're older women? What do we do with our skin? What are you offering for us? What are you giving us? Oh, you're not going to show us what to do with our skin? Well, then I'm going to share products that work for me from blah, 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 blah. She forced them to pay attention to women over 40. Right? She forced them. When she was younger, and she could put all those colors on her eyes, and her skin she could put all the powder on all the powder on her face in the world that she wanted, without it looking cakey and her looking like, corpsey. You know what I'm saying? Then, that was fine, right? Any product she used was working. But now it doesn't work like that. So now she had to say, you know what? Women over 40, we can't do that. Women over 40, we can't use powder. Powder is the enemy. Right? Because the powder is going to go into the fine lines the powder is going to go into the fine lines that we have in our, the crow's feet and the forehead, around the corners of our mouths, wherever. The powder is going to sink in there, and it's going to make it look weird. You know what I'm saying? And so we can't do this. So let me give you a technique on how to use powder. Let me give you a technique on what you can do. Let me give you a technique about this product that I tried. Oh, let me try this product and tell you all about it. I'm going to tell you if I liked it, if I loved it, if I hated it. I'm going to give you an idea of what this product is going to do for you, because I'm going to try it on my mature skin, and I'm going to see if it actually does what it says it's going to do. Yes, yes, and yes. Yes, yes, and yes. 3 kids under 5. You need to talk about that. You need to talk about that, Tiffany. Yes, yes, and yes. Yes, I change for younger people, but I don't formulate for acne. I still have for mature skin, but I don't advertise for the older people. Where do you resonate with? Where do you resonate with? Or who do you resonate with? Love these ideas. Awesome. We are targeting women 20 to 60 is far too broad. That's far too broad, because women have went through so many different things already in their life. 20 to 60 is way too broad of an age group, because if you're in your 20s, you may or may not have children in your 20s. You may just be getting your feet wet into the into the workforce. You may or may not be out on your own, right? You may or may not be in college, right? 20 is very young. 30, you may have some structure. You may be married. You may have a family. You may have this. You may have that. When you get into what we got, 40, 50, 60, these women are mature now. They've seen life. They've experienced something. They've experienced some things. So you can't be speaking to all of these people because everybody is going to be on different levels. Then if you say, okay, but this is really my target market, then how do you expect to meet these people on these different levels? You're not the same person in your 20s. You're not the same person from your 20s to your 30s to your 40s to your 50s to your 60s, right? 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, that's 5 decades. That's 5 decades. Internet done came, cell phones, beepers are gone. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, things are different. Things are different. Music is different. Times are different. Structure is different. You're not advertising the same. You're not working the same. You're not doing the same things. People are doing more things on the phone. If you have people in your let's say from the 50s to the 60s or the 40s to the 60s, they not surfing social media like that. They may have Facebook. They may be popping on Facebook just to check in on their family, but they're not on social media like the 20-somethings and the 30-somethings. They're not on social media. So you've got to remember that's a huge gap of people. That's a huge gap of people. So how do you suggest, or how do you think that you can communicate to all of these people within this age group, because it's a lot, and still resonate with them? Good morning, Denicia. Good morning. Good morning, Lakeisha Keisha. Good morning. So, yes, how are you going to speak to them? So again, when you're thinking about your content, don't just think the product, what I'm going to say about the description, that's going to help you, but you need to also go a little bit more into depth about the person, what they're doing, what they're struggling with, how are you going to help them, and meeting them where they are. Because if you're not meeting them where they are, if you're not communicating with them, they are not going to get what you're saying. And if they may stick with you for a little while, but they won't stay. Right? So you got to make sure that the people that you want to resonate with you, you communicate on their level. Yes, yes, and yes. Hey, babes. Not at all. I ain't nowhere near the same. So much better. I'm telling you, my 20s and my 30s, not the same. I'm not the same person. I don't have the same mindset. I don't do the same things. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I don't pursue the same things anymore. There's a difference. I was out in the world. I'm still out in the world, but you know what I'm saying? I'm out in the world. I'm doing different things, and I'm not worrying about anything. Now, when you're your 30s, your 40s to your 60s, you are more concerned about your stability. You are more concerned about what you're leaving behind. You are more concerned about your family and making sure your family is straight. You're more concerned with family activities. You're more concerned with getting your kids together. You're more concerned about taking your kids and getting them into college. When you're in your 20s and 30s, you ain't paying attention to that, especially if you are a mom in your 20s and 30s and you have younger kids. You're not thinking about college when they're young. Not immediately. That's not what you focus on. Your focus is on finishing school, getting the kids to and from their activities and doing what they're doing and blah 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 blah. You just focusing on getting them to the next level. You're not even thinking about college, right? And then some people may be thinking about college, and now you got to figure out what that customer base is, right? But you are thinking on different levels. When your kids are younger and when your kids are older, you think on so many different levels. And especially if you are a mom of Black boys, you're really in a different direction. Your motivation is really targeted onto something different, because now not only do you worry about them going and living their life, but now you got to tell them how they have to react when this happens, or how to react when this happens, how to say this, how to say that, where to put their license, what to say when a cop stops them, where to keep their phone, don't touch their phone, you got so many things that you are trying to teach them, as opposed to when they're little boys. When they're little boys, all you thinking about is taking them to where they got to go and taking them to their little basketball game or to their little football game. You're not even thinking about them living. You're not even thinking about them living. right? So now my worry is a whole lot different now that I have young men. My concern is a whole lot different with young men as when they were little boys. When they were little boys, they didn't have a care in the world. Now that they're young men, I have to make sure that I'm properly preparing them for the world. So 20 to 60 is too broad of an age group to think, because you got to think where people are, right? And I'm not saying that's right or wrong. I'm just saying, if you're speaking to moms like that, then you got to make sure that you're speaking to them on that level, right? A mother of little kids, I don't vibe with. I mean, I don't mind being around them, but I don't vibe with them, right? I'd rather vibe. I vibe with somebody who has kids. Their kids are grown. Their kids are like 16 or whatever. I vibe with them, right? Because we got the same kind of problems, right? When you have some little kids, I'm like, my house ain't childproof. Keep an eye on your kids. Keep an eye on your kids. My house ain't childproof. So make sure your kids ain't sticking things in the socket and I'm not covering it. So you make sure you keep an eye on your child. You know what I'm saying? My mind is different. My mind is different. So you want to make sure when you're speaking to those people, because it's going to resonate with them. Right? Because people are going to be like, oh, you know what? That's absolutely you. I didn't even think about telling my son that. You are absolutely right. I'm going to tell my son to keep his wallet on his visor. You are absolutely right. So my son is not reaching up. He can tell the officer my license is right there. Yes, that's a good idea. I'm gonna do that. And then you speaking to them. Oh, my son is going away to college. You know what? I'm gonna tell my son he needs to get those cameras in his car, one for the front, one for the back. Then make sure that they're on. Whatever he needs, got to make sure he got that. Yes, make sure it's turned on. Da 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 da. Whatever. I got to make sure that my son got my number on speed dial, just in case he get pulled over, just in case something happened. He could just automatically tell the car to call me, blah, 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 blah. You have to make sure that you're talking to these people in the way that they're going to resonate with you, right? So let me see what you guys are saying, because I was running my mouth. You know how I do. I'm frozen over here. Why am I frozen? Am I frozen on the chat? You guys, somebody tell me if I'm frozen. I'm frozen over here, but let me know if I'm frozen to you guys. All right. So big facts. I'm pushing 30 this year. I need to do some audience tailoring. Appreciate this, Nikki. You're welcome. I am 50 and my daughter is 30. We run our company together also. We clash a lot because she go for the younger people and say we should target them. I got you. But maybe you could do the younger line and your daughter represents that. You're still the same company. Your daughter represents the younger line and you represent the mature. That way you're not skipping out on any of the money. You're not skipping out on anything, because your daughter's going to say what's true and resonates for her, and you're going to say what's true and resonates for you. That way you could do it. Victoria's Secret does the same thing. They got pink for the younger kids and they got Victoria's Secret for the older. You know what I'm saying? They have their lines for the youth and the older people, and so that they're not missing out on the market. But you can like I said, your daughter could speak to that market and she could resonate with them, and you could speak on yours. So that you don't have to just change your whole strategy. Because if you got products that work, again, if you got products that are really working for mature skin, then you need to get that out there. You need to get it out to the world. Good morning, Chris Marie. Good morning. Women over 40 love my products, but a lot of them are not on social media. Absolutely. And if they're not on social media, you got to find where you can find them. You got to find where you find them. Tell the truth. Yes. Absolutely. Raising Black boys is hard and scary as hell. It is. Absolutely. Where to put their hands when they get stopped by the police. Absolutely. I never childproof my home. Just don't bring your kids over. Facts. I have small kids. Right. Like my kids know what not to touch. My kids know what to do in here. Your kids, on the other hand, may not know. Train your children. Yep. No, you're good. Okay. No. Okay. Yeah, because I'm frozen over here. Let me see. I've been wanting to say this. I found you on live one day randomly. I've been wanting to say this. I found you on live one day randomly. I'm not a crafter. I'm in a whole different industry, but you are amazing. You are consistent. You are my new morning inspiration. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your kind words. I appreciate it. I mean, it's information for everybody who wants to be inspired. It's information for people who are building their businesses. It's not just catered to my coffee with Nikki is not just catered for just product makers. It's catered for everybody who's in business that are trying to not trying because that's the wrong word. They want to expand. They're looking to expand and grow their business. And that's everybody on every level. Everybody needs the same fundamentals, right? We are all building. So I guess at the end of the day, business is business. And so, we still need those same building blocks. Everybody still needs them. So that way it translates across the board. So yes, yes, and yes. My children knew I would kill them. Someone child broke my weed and I was pissed. Ooh. Yes, and then they want to tell you I'm sorry, and they want to do all these things. I'm like, absolutely not. So it's a difference, right? You got to make sure. And then if you're speaking to whoever you're speaking to, just make sure that you're speaking to them on those levels, right? Did you think that? Did you think that by you making a candle, it would talk to somebody who has an adult son that is off to college, and you prepping them or something, or you know what I'm saying? Did you think that would actually? Thank you so much, Royalty Earnings. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. I thank you so much. Would you think that would translate to your product? No, but they needed it, right? They needed to hear that. Maybe they are anxious about their kid going to college. Maybe they're anxious about when their kid is driving around the town because they're not in the town where you live in, or the city or the area that you live in, right? And your kid is going off to college, and maybe you're giving them some, not advice so much, but you're saying, this is what I did when my son went to college. This is what I did. This is how I can make it easier. I know you stressed right now. I know you anxious about your son going away to college. But if you said, let's say this meditation let's do this meditation together, or this affirmation helped me, or this thing helped me, or this is how I keep track of what his activities are in there, or I speak to him at least 2 times a day to see if he's okay, and da 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 da. Those type of things. People see that you're looking at them, and that you see them, and they relate to you even more, because now you're captivating their attention, because these are the things that they're struggling with. They worrying about this at night. They're worried about their son at college. They're worried about how they're going to pay the tuition. They're worried about when he's playing his sports. They're worried about what they're going to do when blah 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 blah. They're worried about these things, right? And especially if you are going through it, or if you've been through it and you have some helpful pointers, people will be open to hear that. And so then when you say, hey, this candle is going to help you relieve your anxiety, your stress. You need some time to relax. You need to just clear your mind and focus. This candle is going to help you do that. This is what I like to do. I like to play my music, run my bath, put some bath salts in my bath, and then I like to light candles and get me a good book. The book that I'm reading right now is blah 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 blah. I didn't upfront force my candle down your throat, right? I didn't say, hey, buy this candle, right? I told you an experience. I painted a picture in your head. I gave you a movie to play so that you could vividly picture yourself in that image that I just portrayed for you. And you see my candle because you see my candle on video, and I'm showing you in my story, in my reel, in my whatever, in my YouTube video, I'm showing you my candle being lit. I'm slowly lighting my candle. I'm giving you the imagery. I'm giving you what it would look like, what it would feel like. I'm selling you a result. I'm selling you the end result of what you want right now. You want to relax? You want to do this? Let me show you how you're going to do that. Let me add my product in there so you can see how you could do that with my product. So whenever you need to relax, the first thing that comes to your mind is my product. Yes, yes, and yes. It's all right, Yolanda. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me know if you guys are feeling me right now. Let me know in the chat. I'm still stuck over there. I gave all the men in my family a car camera, including my son-in-law, for Christmas. That's right. That's right. That's right. And so I hope what I'm saying is helping you to realize that content is not just about the product, that you have to be talking to the people, that you have to create what they need. You have to create the solution. They have to see your solution and say, this is what I need. This is what I want to do. This whenever I'm thinking about relaxing, this is what I need. Whenever I'm thinking about taking care of my skin, this is what I need. Because when I'm taking care of my skin, I know that I need blah, 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 blah. If I am a busy mom and I don't have time for self-care and I need to just do one thing that's going to make me relax and be at ease, what is that one thing? If I could provide that one thing, let me tell you how I could provide that one thing. I'm a busy mom. I have 3 kids under 5, and you know how hard it is for me to work to take care of myself. So I make sure when I take a bath, I use my bubble soap because it massages my aching muscles from me running around the house all day. And you could just show yourself using it and telling the story about it, and then just be like, and then all is well in the world, and I can go back to being mommy, and I could go back to playing wife, and I could go back to playing entrepreneur. I could go back to being the big boss Wonder Woman. I can go back to saving the world, right? Whatever that is, I can go back and I can do that, right? But I'm not forcefully selling my product to you. A lot of you guys on your social media is all product. That's it. Ain't nothing else. There is no story behind it. There is no, let me paint a picture behind it. Think about how you can paint a picture. Remember when we were talking about brand story, Story Brand by Donald Miller. When we were talking about that, we were talking about painting the picture in your head, right? When they create a movie and the movie is coming, there's always coming attractions to get you excited. Right? They're showing you what's going on. They're getting you excited about that product. So when that when that movie comes out, you're excited about it, right? And that's the same thing you got to do with your product. You got to make these people excited about your product. You got to paint the picture for the people to see how they could use. Why would your product be good in my life? Why would your product be beneficial in my life? I got so much stress right now. I got so many things I'm trying to do right now. Why is your product going to help me get through college? Why is your product going to help me get through this tough boss? Why is your product going to help me make dinner for my kids, or make dinner for my husband, or spend more time with my husband, or have more romantic time with my spouse or my significant other? Why is your product going to do that for me? And you're going to paint the picture. You're going to give them the whole to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna give you all of the information on how you can see this, right? And that's what you got to think about. So you think about your person, you know who you're serving. Everybody said they know who they're serving. Think about what their issue is, whatever that emotion is behind the feeling that they have and the problem, right? Whatever problem that they have, and think about how you could present that solution. Right? Again, I gave you the over women, the over 40 scenario. I gave you my friend finding her spot in the market because they were being underrepresented. If you know that you're being underrepresented, utilize that information, because you're not the only person on earth who feels as if they're underrepresented. And so maybe you need to speak up. Maybe somebody didn't say something yet, and just because you don't see it out there doesn't mean that that's not something that needs to be spoken about, right? That just means that somebody may not have hit that yet. And since they didn't hit it, now you're about to uncover some stuff, because people didn't even know that they had this problem. You didn't even know that you needed my thing. You didn't even know that this was bugging you, right? And so since that's an issue, you are going to fix it in your content. So your content should come across genuine. Your content should come across like I'm speaking directly to this particular person. You're not speaking to everybody, because if you're speaking to everybody, you're speaking to nobody. And you're not going to just throw products down their throat. You're going to show them. The reason why people stage their products is so people can have that idea of that product being in their home, or that product being in their life, or that service being provided to them to solve a solution, to solve a problem, right? That is why they stage things. This is why people present pretty pictures for you. This is why they show you things in action. They show it to you in action so you could imagine yourself being in that position. So that if you are, hey, maybe you need this candle. Hey, Maybe you need this t-shirt. Oh, you getting tired of putting your outfits together? You don't have anything. You don't want to keep buying outfits. Well, let me show you how to get 3 outfits out of this one outfit. Let me show you how to wear this t-shirt 5 ways. Let me show you how to go from day to night quickly. Let me show you how to snatch your edges quickly. Oh, your edges are frayed when you out in the, carry this in your bag. And let me tell you something. Take this balm, put it on your edges, and it's going to lay your edges down as if you just got your hair done, child. You need to go ahead and get this product. You need to go ahead and get this because this is going to help you do A, B, and C, right? And then you don't even have to say that too much. You could be going out to after work and you're like, oh, me and my girls are going out for a drink. Oh my God, look at my ends. Take the little tube out your bag and rub that on. Let people see that your ends are laid. And then people be like, what did you put on your ends? And then you can say, this is what I use. This is what I use. This is what I use. But you're presenting the solution to the problem, right? Because they just had worked all day and now they're going out for drinks, but they don't have time to go home to get changed and to freshen up. And so you're going to give them something simple, easy they could put in their bag and they could fix real quick. Boom, boom, that they ready to go. They ready to go. So how's everybody feel about today's live? How do you feel about producing content from now on? Do you think that you will still be struggling with your content? Let me know in the chat. You are talking to me, Nikki. You know I am. You know I'm for sure talking to you. Absolutely, I am. I am. And quality is going to be major, but the messaging is more important. The messaging is going to be more important. Right? Does everybody understand what I'm talking about your content, about speaking to people? You are talking to me. Let me see. Good to go. Great show. Thank you, Tiff. I think I'm going to replay this in yesterday's video. Okay. Sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan. All right, so everybody says yes, yes, yes. It's our year, creators. Yes, it's our year. Let's go. Let's go. Let's be clear on who we're speaking to. Let's be clear on the strategy. Let's be clear that we're solving problems. Let's be clear who we want to engage with so that they can resonate with us, right? They can resonate with what we have going on, right? And I'm going to offer some things to you. I'm going to show you how to do this. I'm going to show you how much easier it is to do this. People, you're struggling with time management. Let me show you how to save some time. Let me tell you how to add some time to your day. People, oh, you can't add time to your day. Let me show you how you can add time to your day. Let me show you how you can relax. Let me show you how you can get clear. Let me show you how you can do this. Let me show you how you can prepare your child to go to college. Let me show you how to do this. Let me show you how to do that. They are going to be resonating with those messages, right? Your customers are going to resonate with that message. And as soon as you get clear on who you're talking to and how you approach them, the people are going to start coming to you. People are going to start talking about it. People are going to start sharing results. People are going to start giving testimonies. People are probably going to start, not probably, people are going to start, sharing your product with their friends. Maybe they're going to give them for holiday gifts. Maybe they're going to have top of mind, like, she really did that thing. You know what I'm saying? Maybe somebody else is struggling right now and their friend is struggling and they're repeating something that you said and they're like, oh, where you hear that from? And they're like, oh, I heard it from this person that da 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 da. And you already know word of mouth is the best way to get your product, your information around, right? Because people are going to be like, oh, this person that I really know actually tried this thing. And so I'm going to trust what they say. Right? And so you want to make sure that you get the word going. Word around town is whatever your company is popping. Word around town is this company going to help you get your block together. Word around town is, you know what I'm saying? You want to make sure you're top of mind. Make sure that you are top of mind. Yes, yes, and yes. Yes, yes, and yes. I need to catch the beginning. I'm a baby in this world, but I'm ready to take this one step at a time. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. All right, everybody, you guys should be excited about the content. I want you guys to get a notebook. I want you to get a paper. I don't know what you write in. I need you to get something, and I want you to start writing your ideas. How can you talk to your customer? How can you offer solutions to your customers? How can you give them a little DIY so that they can do something a little quick? How can you save them some time? How can you do this thing? How can you get their makeup on better? How can you improve their skin? Like, what could you do? What dietary things can they do to improve their skin? What did you do? Did you eliminate sugar, eliminate alcohol, eliminate this for you to have great skin? Did you notice that your skin was clearing up? Do you have before and afters of yourself? Do you have yourself in action using the product? Think about it. Think about it. Also think about, if you're not using your product and you're offering your solutions and you're not, your product should be used in everything, right? No matter what it is, your product should be used somewhere, because that is you're the expert on your product. And so you must show your product. If you don't use your product, then how are you going to tell somebody else to use your product? If I'm telling you my product is going to bring you clarity, then, and I'm not using my product for clarity, and all you see me doing is all these other things, and I never even light my candle for clarity, do you even have that in your mind of me using this candle as a clarity piece? No, you don't. You see me all the other things that I'm doing for clarity. You don't see my candle in this picture, right? But if you're showing it, but you're not just forcefully putting it down their throat, they're gonna be like, oh, okay. Before I meditate, I'm gonna light this candle. And you make sure that your label is faced to the camera, and you slowly light your candle, and then you go ahead in the background and you do your meditation. You go in the background and you stand in the mirror. You go in the background and read your book. You go in the background and you write in your journey, and I mean your journal, and you put in that in the video, right? I'm not selling you this candle. I'm just telling you this candle smells so amazing, and the aromatherapy properties from this candle is soothing my soul. And I'm telling you right now, I am writing all of my manifestations in this notebook right now, and I'm going to see what's going to happen for 2024, because I'm so excited about 2023. Right? I am giving you an experience with my product. Not only am I telling you that my product is bomb, right? But I'm also letting you know this is what I do before I journal, before I pray, before I meditate, so whatever that is for you, I need you guys to get a book out, and I need you guys to start writing those things down. Start writing ideas down. If you are like Tiffany, you're a busy mom and you're doing all the things, write all the things that you struggle with being a busy mom, or write all the way and write down all the ways that you find time to sneak away to have time for yourself, right? What are you doing? What do you do? And that way you can speak to your people every single time, right? So you guys should be amped up and ready to go with your content. You guys, I want you to start writing these ideas. I told you, write these ideas down so you don't lose them. I want you to do it while the passion is hot. I want you to do it while you're excited about it. I don't want you to let the excitement die down. If you have an ideas right now, I want you to put it on a piece of paper and transfer it onto something, or put it in your phone. Put it somewhere where you're going to look at it later and be like, oh, okay, I remember what I was talking about. Oh, okay, I'm going to produce this piece of content. Oh, okay, I'm going to do this. If you are inspired by certain affirmations, if you're inspired by certain sermons, if you're inspired by certain quotes or whatever, make sure that you put those down in your book as well. If certain books help you, maybe you want to share those books. I want to share a book with you. This book has really helped me. I want to blah 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 blah. You want to make sure that you are presenting presenting on all levels, right? And make sure you're writing these things down. Yes, yes, and yes. Yes, yes, and yes. So if you guys are catching the replay, I want you guys to like, comment, and subscribe so that you can be notified, and hit the notification bell so you can be notified whenever I go live. And we are here live Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. for Coffee with Nikki, your daily cup of information and inspiration. And we are going live on Thursday with 3 ways to be effective through speaking with Jasmine Haley. She is an expert in public speaking, and she is going to help you guys tell your story and also learn how to make money through speaking. So telling your story is going to be able to bring you some money. So you're going to get very clear about your story and very clear about how you communicate to your audience. And so that is going to happen on Thursday. So you guys make sure that you are here on Thursday, 7 p.m. We are going live 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And also the notification is already there, or the video is already there. So just click it so you can be notified when we go live. And you'll also get an email, because I got the emails going out 3 times, I think, before the actual time. So Make sure that you guys are opening up your emails because it's there. Make sure you guys are opening up your emails. Let me see. Great ideas. I took your advice and recorded some good content and gonna do voiceovers. Thank you so much. You're welcome. This was so awesome. Thank you, Kay. Can't wait for the show on Thursday. Yes, it's gonna be awesome. A lot of new people in here. I love it. Absolutely, right, Yolanda? I love it too. Okay, I need that. Can't wait for Thursday. Sounds like a plan. So I'll see you guys Thursday, and if not, I'll see you guys Thursday night, but I hope to see you guys tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. and we are probably going to discuss more about content. Yeah, I'm going to go more into content. So I gave you some structure, and we're going to go more into depth about content tomorrow. So I will see you guys. Do you guys want more content? Put ones in the chat if you want more content. Put two if you want something different. Let me see. Let me gauge the temperature in the room. Check the sound. You faded, but we can still hear you. Oh, am I still faded? How about now? I know I'm lopsided now, but how about now? All right. Okay, so one we're still in content. One with content, let me know. You sound like you're underwater. I know. Remember, this is the phone that I used to use to do my video, and at a certain point, I would always sound like I'm underwater. Whew. Not your voice, your voice, not the pick. Oh, let's see if this is this better? Probably not. All right, so we're wrapping this up anyway. So if I still sound like I'm underwater, I am a mermaid, you guys. Thank you guys so much for spending your time with me today. I hope that you got a lot of valuable information from today. And I will see you guys in your stories because I'm flooding your stories. If you are not yet following me on Instagram or any social media, follow us on every level of, not every level, follow us on social media, Bubble Babes University, that's BABEZ University, and if you are not yet subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the morning. Thank you guys so much. I'm so sorry that I sound like I don't know what I sound like, but see y'all later.